and welcome to episode 41 of the Main Protagonist Coaching Radio. I am your host, accredited coach CC Ojany-Bekhor. You can find me on www.themainprotagonist.com or on Facebook at Coach CC, C-E-C-E, Ojany, O-J-A-N-Y. Let's talk about our love lives today. Are you just waiting for something different and new to happen in your love life? Keywords there are just waiting. We're so good at strategizing in our work lives, thinking ahead, making plans, going off for further study, etc., etc. But when it comes to our love lives, our relationships, our marriages, finding that special someone, most people kind of just wait around, not knowing what to do or how to do it. Why don't we put as much deliberate thought, effort, and action into our love lives? It's clear that somewhere along the way, either we gave up because we've tried and quote, nothing seems to change, or we decided that there's nothing you can really do to create an amazing love life, or we're so burnt in our birth families that we developed an underlying belief that being with someone, while desirable, is fraught with too much drama. Perhaps it's because we see so few happy relationships, we believe it's a myth. You see, anyone listening to this who is in a happy relationship knows what a powerful thing it is, knows how worthwhile it is to be open and to invest in your love life. My own journey is quite interesting. The truth is, before I met my husband, I really liked being single. And somewhere inside, I knew the consequences of investing in the wrong relationship. So I said no to would-be suitors, and I believe that's a valuable thing. Saying no because you're not desperate to be in a couple. Saying no because something just doesn't feel right. But here's the thing. I always remained open. And I was conscious of defeatist statements like, all men are, fill in the blank. A part of me knew, even before I became a coach, that such beliefs were not serving me. You see, not much can happen in your love life if you end the statement, all men are, all women are, marriage is, with negative wording. As time went on, I also dispensed with cliches that I knew were not serving me either. A detailed description of the kind of man or woman you want in your life can certainly be helpful, but it can also hurt. If you're not mindful, you can find yourself looking for somebody who's just a replica of you, and that's your ego. She has to like golf like me. He has to be a gym lover like me. He has to be into the arts like I am. She has to come from this country, this culture. Lists like that are juvenile. Are you looking for genuine connection with another human being? Or aren't you? Are you looking to share your life with someone in a real way? Or aren't you? I know so many people who've ended up not with what they wanted, but with the kind of person they needed. And the externals just dropped away when they realized that what they had was something special. So ask yourself if your list of attributes of the ideal partner is genuine or superficial. It's less about running around hoping to meet someone and more about looking for that genuine connection. And you won't be able to connect with anyone if you don't know who you are. I believe me time is one of the most important ways to spend time in this life. What are you really about? What are you really passionate about? Go beyond those interesting things you read about in all those books or see in all those movies. The question is, what are you really about? These are the answers that will matter when you're on that date, more so than, hey, so what is it you do again for work? Once you get into a relationship, the work of genuine connection has to continue. I believe being in a toxic relationship is far worse than being unattached. A mentor of mine once said to me, the same way you wouldn't leave a pet unattended for days, you can't afford to leave your relationship, your marriage, unattended. And date night, she confirmed, is no longer enough. In a hectic month, one night out for dinner or a movie just doesn't cut it. And she was right. In a relationship, the quality of your conversation is everything. How much time do you spend actually listening to your spouse's needs? Emotional needs, spiritual, mental needs, creative, even sexual needs. Compare that to how much time you spend gossiping about relatives or complaining about work. How much time do you spend laughing with each other, being playful? Compare that to how much time you spend zoned out in front of the television, and that is not connecting. The celebrant who married my husband and I said, if you take care of the marriage, other things will fall into place. Even the kids will be all right because the two of you are all right. Wise words. To mistake your weekly list of to-dos with looking after your marriage is misguided. You see, the admin of our day-to-day lives, if anything, takes us away from tending to ourselves, let alone our relationship. So don't confuse the two things. When I coach, I talk to clients about their love life. It's key, and pretending it doesn't matter is just foolish. So, are you tending to your love life? Are you giving it the right energy and attention? Are you giving it the right amount of energy and attention? As always, if you recognize that there are inner barriers to you finding the love that you yearn for, you can always speak to a coach. Give yourself permission.